Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find this particular video is when you're here, you're meant to hear the messages that are within it. So if you do end up subscribing, I upload my new Virgo and Pisces videos on Saturdays. And the deck that I'm using today is called the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. And as always, if you guys are interested in getting a personal reading, the link is in the description. Oh. All right, Virgo, sorry that took so long. But I definitely see the Page of Wands as your overall energy, which tells me that you guys are probably waiting on a message, or you might be thinking about giving a message yourselves. I get the impression that that you guys are waiting to get this message. It's very interesting to me. I'm getting the impression that a lot of you guys may have solicited some kind of information. You may have gone to something similar to a post office or sort of a courthouse somewhere where there's this institution to get some kind of information that you need to use. I feel that right now you're in a very, very realistic mindset. I feel like you're not trying to daydream or really look for something that is an option that isn't feasible or isn't realistic, especially with the Seven of Cups here. The Seven of Cups is the card of fantasy. So whenever you see the Seven of Cups, it usually talks about daydreaming or fantasizing or all around escaping reality. But I feel like right now, because you have it in the reverse, you definitely are looking for something that can be very stable and very real. I feel like that in part at least has to do with the Seven of Swords here. And the Seven of Swords talks about dishonest people or dishonest energy around you. Because the Seven of Swords oftentimes is called the lying, cheating, stealing card. So I'm really under the impression that there was someone around you that maybe you even trusted and turned out not to be as honest as you had once thought. And as a result, you're trying to sort of approach the situation in a way that's very realistic. For some of you guys, you might have some kind of... you might have to be forced to deal with this person in the sense that you may work with them or you may live with them, but it's very much like you have to apply a certain amount of finesse into your situation, because with the Temperance, you definitely have to work towards balancing out the situation. So the Temperance talks about balance, but not necessarily balance in the way that we might know it. The Justice is more of a 50-50 even split, but the Temperance talks about putting possibly some more energy into one situation and maybe some less energy into another situation, but they both end up even. So what I'm feeling here is that like the energy that you put in to each given situation is being magnified or multiplied, so you need to be very attentive and very keen on how much you're getting out of what you're putting in. And I definitely feel that you're going to start to see some really big changes here. I feel like with the Star in reverse, you feel like you're not getting the changes. The Star is representative of Aquarius, and Temperance is representative of Sagittarius. I haven't mentioned that, but for some of you, those signs may resonate. For others of you, they may not. But more than just the sign of Aquarius, the Star means wish fulfillment. It means getting your desires. It means, in a romantic sense, it can mean like star-crossed lovers. And I think that because it's in reverse, you feel like your blessings aren't coming in. You feel like these things that you want aren't being fulfilled. And I feel like it's a matter of how you're interpreting the energy and how you're putting the energy in towards the situation. Because like I said, the Temperance, which is adjacent to the Star, talks about putting in different information or different energy in different positions almost. And right now I almost said information. So I'm getting it for some of you guys, you might even like work as like data collectors or maybe accountants that have to administer data or data, however you pronounce it. But like I was saying, with the Fool and the Star in reverse, I feel like you're going to see a new change, and it's going to be leaving the Star in reverse energy in the past, and you're going to start to see what you actually want, what you actually care for. A lot of you guys might have money concerns, and that's what your Star in reverse is representative of, and the Fool is assuring you that you're not going to feel that way anymore, especially with the Nine of Pentacles here, because the Nine of Pentacles is the card of independence. It's the card of stability. It's the card of it's the card of being okay on by yourself, so you don't need someone else to sort of supplement or pick you up. And I feel like that's what you guys are definitely looking towards, is you're looking towards self-sufficiency. And maybe that's why your Star is in reverse, is because you're being a little bit more dependent on other people than you would normally like. And I think the Star is here to say that's okay, don't worry about it. And for some of you, the Star might actually be a job, because I see the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. So that tells me that you guys were maybe expecting an offer from a job, or maybe some kind of a promotion or something around those realms, but it didn't quite come in. So now you feel like you in a position where you can't quite move forward. I feel like some of you guys may have invested into something, may have overspent, expecting a bonus or expecting a promotion. I feel like you guys might have like gone into a new car or something like that, and now you're like having trouble paying for it because you were expecting to see this increase of income that you're not seeing right now. But I definitely see that you're gonna improve that. And because I see the Star's energy here, I feel that maybe just because you didn't get this particular scenario, it doesn't mean you're not going to get a better scenario or one that's just as good. And with the King of Swords, I feel like you guys are being very creative about it, very smart, very intellectual. You're like, this new beginning isn't being handed to you, but you don't need anyone to hand it to you. That's the whole point. You're working towards it, and you have no problem working towards it. And I see that you're not going to have any problem working towards it, and eventually you're going to reach it, as long as you continue putting your mind to it and don't get overly unencouraged. What's the word I'm looking for? Currently we're in a retrograde, so my words don't quite come to me like they normally do, but don't get discouraged is the word I'm looking for. And I feel like that might be how you guys feel right now too, is that like you say things and people misinterpret them, and you're not quite getting out what you wanted to put in, and all that kind of a situation. But I feel like with this King of Swords, you're going to find your words just as I just did, and you're going to find your solution if you just keep at it for long enough. And I don't feel like it's even one of those things where it's going to be like months or years. It's just a little bit, you're almost there. But that was your reading for this time around, Virgo. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or a comment, because it really helps out the channel. And I personally really like to know if these readings resonate with you guys. But like I said before, I upload my new Virgo and Pisces videos on Saturdays, but you're more than welcome to look at my other timeless readings that I have up on the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.